Hi, it's Stefan here. Today I will show you one of the most beautiful churches in Bulgaria, a church in the outskirts of Sofia and now included in the UNESCO list of World Heritage. This is Boyana Church. Actually, from the medieval period, there were numerous churches surrounding the modern Bulgarian capital, Sofia. But Boyana Church is the one which has the most preserved frescoes. This is the reason why it is considered a masterpiece of the Bulgarian art of the medieval period. And now we are going to explore this church. In this first video, we will see the exterior of the church. Actually, the church is situated in to a very nice small park in Boyana Residence Quarter, which a century ago was just a village right outside Sofia. The church itself was used actively till the mid 1950s when it was closed and later turned into a museum, and in 1979 it was included in the UNESCO list of World Heritage. The church itself could be clearly seen as a mix of different architectural style. Why? Because it was mostly built in the three different periods. Actually, here, what you can see is the newest part of the church. It is from the 1800s when the church was extended and used as a parish church by the local people. But if we look from this side, we'll be able to see the different architectural styles that I'm referring to. The newest one that I've already mentioned, but behind it are those from the medieval period. The first one is here to the right. It was built in the 1100s. Then in 1200s, mid 1200s, the church was extended by the local nobleman Sebastocratul Căuian. That's the two-story structure which you can see here. We can definitely find the resemblance in architecture and art. Very typical for the period, so-called Byzantine architecture. We have those blind niches. We have the brickwork, also used as decoration here on the top of the blind niches, on the arches. And definitely in reference to this first stage of the construction of the church, we have the second level of the extension, where we have the same blind niches, where we have the brickwork, actually quite different than the first level, where we have mostly be white stones, most of them spolia or reused building material taken from structures from the Roman period. Uh, what is really interesting is the fact that this church was almost destroyed. It was destroyed by whom? By local villagers in the late 1800s, early 1900s, when they wanted to build a new, more spacious and larger church. And it was one woman who managed to save this church. And here it is her grave. That's the grave of the Bulgarian queen Eleanor von Ryoiski-Ostritz, the wife of, at that time, Bulgarian Tsar Ferdinand. She saw the beauty of this church, the frescoes there, and that's why when she passed away during First World War, she was buried here next to her favorite church, and that's why her husband planted a few sequoia trees to commemorate that extraordinary woman who was buried here. But what is really interesting here is inside. So, thank you for watching with me this first episode of our walk in Boyana Church. Next, we are going inside. Thank you for watching.